because like I'm half, and so from a little young age, like I was either not Okinawan and not American. And
Have you lived in Okinawa?
I mean, at the time, I probably didn't understand so much, like why did my parents put me in a school where I didn't speak any language or have any friends or we didn't look alike. I think a lot of what informs who I am today has been a part of what my experience was when I was in Okinawa when I was younger.
Do you remember, when you enter the school at the beginning, like everyone gonna be react, American came とか
There was a lot of bullying. Like いじめが結構ひどかった。やっぱり。
At that time you're in the Kitanaka school.
There's
There
an
was an
incident.
incident of the US military.
How was it?
People were like, this is gaijin, like Yankee go home. Like I received a lot of that energy or like the directed, the frustrations of the Okinawan people.
As in an American and as in like a military kids, what do you think about military base in Okinawa?
It's
So
it's complicated now.
Do you have any religious background?
Like Japanese people seems they don't believe anything, but they celebrate many events. で、何も信仰してないかのように見えてめっちゃ信仰心あるみたいな。
But I don't think people want to call it as a faith.
Have you seen like who believe in Satanism?
That Akane is into devil worship. Like how do you people accept the Hajichi in the States? What was the first reaction of the
Tattoos,
And I asked my mom if I get tattoo, what do you think? And then she was like, don't come home ever.
I want to like feel close to Okinawa because I know what it's like to be on the island, but I also like I'm not there, and so how can I do it? And Hajichi feels like right.
せーの。What's up, amazing people? This is Yasasa Radio by Akane Minami. In this radio, we're going to talk about random topics in Okinawan Japanese and English.
はいたーい。
はいたい。
ぐすうようちゅうがなびら、いやささレディオぬ、あかねとみなみやいびん、うぬレディオでぐすう4回、英語とうちなぐちさに、いっぺいうむさの話、続けやんりち、うむといびん。
はい。So we have a guest from the US today. Mariko さんです。So let me introduce her. Mariko Middleton, executive producer, host. Mariko is a biracial Okinawan-American living in Abenaki land in Vermont. She blends earth-based spirituality with a deep commitment to culture, identity, and collective feeling. She works at Rainforest Action Network and is active in Okinawan cultural projects, co-founding the Ichariba Chode podcast, serving as co-vice president of Owani, practicing Hajicha tattooing, and landing in the Shimanchu Tarot project.
Yay, thank you for coming.
Thank you for coming.
Hi.
She has many background.
Yeah, thank you for coming
yeah.
all the way from the US,
US.
Vermont.
Finally.
Thank you so much for having me. I'm very grateful to hear you.
We actually met in the New York 3 weeks ago.
3週間前. 3 years.
Yeah, a month ago.
Yeah, maybe a month ago. Yeah.
At the time we didn't have a time to shoot the podcast, but now we're here in Yonabaru.
Yay! Nice. Nah. It's a dream to be here.
Yay.
So I want to ask about a little bit about family background of you. So you are mixed of Okinawan and American.
Yes. Yeah. So my mother is from Sashiki in Nanjoshi, and my father is from Vermont, the state of Vermont, which is located on Abenaki land.
Oh, so you live in your dad's hometown?
Home state.
Home state.
Yeah. America is really big, so even within the state of Vermont. So my folks are in Brattleboro, Vermont, and I live in Montpelier, and by car it's about 2 hours.
Oh, that's so
Vermont
huge.
も大きいんだね。
バーモントカレ
バーモントカレーのバーモントです。確かに。
ー。バーモントカレ
Yeah.
Oh, Vermont.
ー。はい。
And then you are living Abenaki
Abenaki land.
Abenaki
land in
land.
Vermont.
In Vermont. Yeah.
アベナキ族の
土地。
土地
Mm.
に、but you're not Abenaki, but you can live in Abenaki land.
Yes, it's a land acknowledgement, and so just acknowledging that I am not of that land, but I am residing on Abenaki land. Yeah.
Is it like a normal to live in some people's land?
In the States.
I mean, yeah.
Is it there like an actual 민족구?
Yeah, the
Still
Abenaki people are there. They have cultural festivals, and
Oh, okay.
and they are still there practicing. And
They dress
reclaiming.
differently, or they just look normal, but they
think-
do their culture things.
yeah, maybe normal. Yeah, but of course there's traditional wear.
そうなんです。
Yeah,
面白い。
yeah.
Someday we wanna go to Vermont ね。
Yeah, please come. Yeah, we can.
Is it like a couple hours from New York?
Maybe 遠い。まあ、多分6時間ぐらい。車で6時間ぐらい。Maybe 6 hours from driving. But maybe take a plane.
Take a plane or
Take a
we
plane.
could do like some road
Yeah,
trip.
road trip がいいんじゃない? You can go to Boston and then kind of make your way out
ニ
Connecticut.
ューヨークからこう
やりたい
上にこう行く感じかな。
ね. If you come in the fall, they have 紅葉, like fall foliage is really nice. So it might be a nice time to visit. Yeah.
アメリカの紅葉
ね.
見てみたい。
Yeah.
見てみたいね。
なんか compared to Japan, it's gonna be so huge land じゃん。
もうなんかめっちゃ田舎とか行きたい、アメリカの。
わかる。
バーモントだよ、もう。
もう
That's Vermont. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. And then 観光が, so Vermont is known for their 紅葉. And so lots of people will come to see the foliage because it's lots of mountains. And then the maple trees turn like orange and yellow, and it's very beautiful.
Sounds beautiful.
ね.
ね。
Does
Nice.
Vermont has a summer, like hot summer?
Yeah,今暑いね. And I think because of climate change, it's also extreme heat. And then, yeah.
でも紅葉もあって
海はない。海はない。
海は海。
海はないね、確か
海な
に。
し県。
But
海なし県。
大きい湖, we have a Great Lake.
Oh.
Yeah, really
I like
beautiful.
湖。
Yeah, please come, 湖. Yeah, it's a big
海
lake.
海は
That's
さ、
salty, right?
そう、salty だから、なんか、
あー
swimming is 湖 is like
Yeah.
so,
Sounds clean.
Yeah.
そう、こちら、沖縄の人にとっては、
Yeah.
so clean.
Yeah.
After you get off. It's like,
でも I like
so
I like ocean though.
I like
We
ocean.
can float without any
確かに。
Power.
power.
Yeah.
That's true.
Yeah.
Okay, anyways.
Please.
you have you lived in Okinawa?
Yes, when I was younger, so my father is from Vermont, and then he was in the military. He did 22 years in the Navy, and we were stationed here in Okinawa.
Oh,
So 94 through 96, I was here in Kitanaka Gusku, and so I attended Kitanaka Shogakko for 3 years.
So you at the time you could speak Japanese?
No,
really.
Yeah. So it was kind of immersion learning. So it was maybe a little bit difficult, but when you're young, it's easy to kind of absorb. So yeah, it was definitely challenging at first. ね、ちょっと難しかったかな。But yeah, I'm grateful now for that experience. I mean, at the time, I probably didn't understand so much, like why did my parents put me in a school where I didn't speak any language or have any friends, or we didn't look alike. And so maybe it was a little hard at that time. But yeah, now as an adult, I really appreciate that opportunity. And really, it's a privilege to be able to have the ability to speak Japanese, even if it's チャンプルーな日本語なんだけど、it has allowed me to be able to speak with other people, where I think a lot of my friends and colleagues in the United States who don't have that experience or can't speak Japanese have difficulty connecting with family, or when they come back to the home islands, it's challenging for them to have the interactions that I am able to have because I was in elementary school here.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Did your mom have some kind of rule that, okay, you need to speak English here, Japanese at school, at home, or with me とか、なんか did you have, or you just
Bilingual
kinda,
education.
natural
Yeah.
observing everything?
I think it may be natural じゃないかな. Yeah, because my dad doesn't speak Japanese, so primarily spoke English at home, and then with my mom, it's Japanese. And then my brother, who's 2 years younger, he only went to Yochien, so his Japanese is very small, but he can still なんとなくわかる, but maybe can't speak as well.
Can you read Japanese too?
A little bit, yeah. Maybe I took what N3 test, and yeah, but それも難しかった。
そうだよね。
Yeah,
使わないとね。
yeah,
難しそう。
yeah.
なんか沖縄にいた時のなんか思い出とか覚えてることとかある？ Like
Yeah, I mean, I think a lot of what informs who I am today has been a part of what my experience was when I was in Okinawa when I was younger. And so I have a lot of really clear memories, vivid memories of being on base, and then the difference between being on base and then going to shogakko.
yeah.
And then I think at that time I found a lot of peace even as a child in nature. So umi toka mori toka ni itte, like I found peace there, I think. Yeah. So yeah. Yeah.
And at the time, like, what was there like other mixed kids at school?
いなかった。
北中中部だったらハーフキッズって多いの？
北中より北谷じゃない？北中もいるとは思うけど。
I think maybe my first year there was one other mixed, maybe a boy, but we didn't really talk. And then after that, it was just me. And then my brother was in Yochien, so we didn't see each other. We went separately. Nah.
Do you remember, when you enter the school at the beginning, like everyone gonna be react, oh, American came とか。
Yeah. I mean, at that time, I think, they definitely, I felt like I stood out, for sure. And there was a lot of bullying. Like, いじめが結構ひどかった、やっぱり。And so I didn't understand at the time, but now I can grapple and sort of heal those parts of myself. And it's not anybody's fault, but I think it's a product of U.S. military bases and then what was happening at the time.
Wait, how old were you at the time?
I think 6 and then to 9. Yeah.
I think at that time, it's not common to go to like Japanese school for like half kids, like mixed kids. I think most of them went to school on base, but now a lot of like mixed kids go to like public school in Japan. So we see more like mixed kids in the school, especially in Chatan area.
そうだね。
だと思う。まあシングルマームの時もそうかもしれないけど。
But you mentioned earlier before the, shooting. At that time you were in the Kitanaka school.
There was an
incident of the U.S. military.
How was it?
Yeah. So at the time, I didn't understand. So this was the infamous rape incident where 3 military people kidnapped a young grade school Okinawan girl. And so at the time, I didn't know what was happening, but there was a big community-wide within Okinawa uprising in protest against the military presence in Okinawa. And as a kid, I didn't really understand what the cause or just why people were so upset, but I received a lot of that energy or like the directed, the frustrations of the Okinawan people. And so it was definitely like I didn't understand and it was hard. And at that time, I ended up being pulled out of school. And I think anybody that was off base at the time did end up having to come back on base. And so as a kid, I was like, oh, I just don't have to go to school. So I'm like, oh, day off. But now as an adult, I'm looking back and I can really feel the energetic shift of like what I experienced. It was like, oh, like there was a full on island-wide and actually internationally covered incident related to the U.S. presence on Okinawa. But yeah, so it was pretty complicated, and it wasn't short after that our family decided to move back to the States. Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah.
そんな変化を起こすぐらいに
そうだね。
it was 激しい moment.
Yeah.
Because we don't really experience the tense of between Okinawan local and maybe the military people back then.
We learn it from like なんだろう教科書とかニュースペーパー but we really don't know what happened and then
Yeah.
what people react.
From your experience, I think it was really intense.
Yeah, there was lots of protests. I mean, I was on base, so I wasn't out there to see it, but the world that I left from school and then I came back after people were allowed to go back again. And so I mean, I was in 3rd grade. So what do you remember from 3rd grade? Like not a lot, but I do remember that the feeling of going back to school, like mecha, like I was like people were like, this is gaijin, like Yankee go home, like, you know, and so I had experienced that the 2 years before, but then it got really bad, like after that incident.
大変だな。
それは大変やん、ミックスキッズとして。
でも今もさ、なんか基地の前にプロテスタントみたいな、プロテスタント
いる
じゃん。
いるね。
でも
Who
普
are
通
they?
に生きてるさ、自分たちもミリタリーの人も。Is it like acting みたいな
あ、そうだ、
感じに見える。
She's talking about like there is some few people at the gate of the base and
like
they do
辺野古とかも。
Mm. Yeah, yeah.
but we don't really know who they came from sometimes.
確か
And
に。
people don't really care and we don't care either, so でも、it's been so long time that we you know, living with the American people. So we even have like a, you know, sympathy
Yeah.
to, you know, our generation doesn't have, you know, anything hatred toward military people. It's more like we're
I
friends.
think it's because we don't have like that kind of experience.
Yeah. I
Right?
think, yeah.
も
Yeah, 多分 maybe.
Like we don't have been forced to do something because of the incident とかがないし、なんかもう気をつけなさいよ、軍には近づくなよとかそんなのも言われたこともないか
Yeah,
ら。
I think it's our parents' generation
うん。
had a hard time.
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah.
Yeah. I think it's important though to know the history, and I know that the people that are protesting, say at Hanoko, like those are people who like remember the war, and like the generation is getting older, so ちょっとどんどんなくなってるんだけど, but they have the kyoku of the war experience, and they want to make sure that maybe Okinawa doesn't become a battlefield again. And 大切だと思う. I think it's very important that people are there. Yeah.
As in an American and as in like a military kids, what do you think about military base in Okinawa?
It's
So deep.
it's complicated ね.
Controversy.
Yeah. I would love to have like another whole hour to be able to talk this, and then
I
maybe bring in
know.
other people that have mixed backgrounds, because the mixed experience of being Okinawan and something else, and especially being Okinawan and a product of the military, it's a little complicated because I love my dad, and I think, you know, he's proud to have done 22 years in the Navy, and we have my dad's side of the family has a very long legacy of service in the U.S. military, like World War I and that kind of thing. And so it's not taking away from their pride and what they've done for their country. But I do think that the number of bases that exist on Okinawa is excessive, and then the people that suffer from it are the Okinawan people. And so I think that's something that needs to be looked at and addressed. And there are lots of people that are out there promoting that, or amplifying the what is happening here so that people can know, and then maybe make decisions based off of that. Yeah.
でもなんかこの軍に関わっていようが関わっていないようが、なんかこの軍があることをどう思いますかって、その人個人の意見、個人だけの意見ではない気がするわけ。なんか例えば、自分のおばさんはミリタリーの元ミリタリーのワイフで、PFAS の問題とかがあって、それをおばさんに詰める、またうち団長のおばさんがいたんだけど、自分のおばさんからしたら別に自分が水を汚してないしみたいな
確かに
感じだ。だからその当事者の話ではなくて、それより大きな組織の話をしてるから、なんか別にその意見に対してこの人がどう思ってるかとかは別に自由に言っていいことだと思う。
Yeah.
I mean, it's not like personal things.
Yeah, it's not
It's like
it can be very personal, but it cannot. It can be like a public opinion too. So we need to have like maybe like a 4 point of view to say it. So, but it's not really good to blame someone.
Mm. Not someone だね。
Because they're not.
It's not individuals.
So-
It's the
It's like a bigger
the
scale.
machine that is the U.S. military or
society and system, and then we can't blame individual marine guy とかじゃん。Because I don't know shit. I came here as a job, and then they don't know shit too. だから、yeah, this is so controversy だね。
Yeah, I kind of so I did go to Henoko this trip, and then so like I had this feeling for the people that were kind of guarding the Henoko area. It's like, they also need a job, and so they get paid to do it, and it's so hard to have like Okinawan, maybe younger generation, are just trying to support their family, and then people that are Okinawa or Henoko hantai shiteru hito, like, and so like that moment of tension is just like really difficult to see, and yeah, it's really unfortunate. Yeah.
I think we keep doing it like after the war, after the war じゃん。この戦争終わってからずっと同じことしてるんだと思う。なんかこの出ていけっていうのとステイしてるのが80年目ぐらいじゃん。
Yeah. Fuki, like the reversion, and
だから、it's really important how young like us generation take it
yeah.
as a issue or like
Take it seriously.
being ignorant. が
Mm.
Not really many people wants to discuss about this stuff
Yeah.
because they don't know how to get out the conversation, right? Because we need to sometimes agree to disagree, or maybe some younger generation doesn't have any opinion
Yeah.
towards the base. So 難しいね、これはね。
Yeah, it's definitely complicated. Yeah.
親が誰とかにもよるしね。自分は誰と結婚してるとかによっても
Yeah.
ポジション変わっていくから。
そうだね。
Yeah.
だからその personal opinion と as an Japanese opinion or as an Okinawan opinion
Yeah.
を分けて語り合えたら peace.
Peace. Yeah.
Have a good discussion,
Yeah.
not fighting.
Well, on the last point though, I think at the baseline we can agree that like protecting environment is good, like having clean water is good, and so if we focus, at least the way that I approach it is like if we can focus on that, then maybe there's a way to find a balance, right? So like to be able to drink your own tap water or go to like the prayer sites and like be able to go and touch the water from Utaki or like the sacred springs, I think that's really important. And then so maybe if we focus on that instead of being like the other, like the military or whatever, maybe that's a way to approach it. Yeah.
So you used to work the center of the interspiritual 何
An interfaith center, yeah.
Interfaith
Center.
Interfaith, yeah. So I used to work at a place called All Souls Interfaith Gathering, and it's a non-denominational interspiritual center. And I was there for about 7 years, and this is maybe before I have my job now working at the Rainforest Action Network. But, yeah.
It's first time I hear the interspiritual
or the interfaith.
Yeah.
What is that though?
Yeah. So interfaith, interspiritual, there's sort of levels. So interfaith is the acknowledgement of many different faiths and their validity and learning about it. And interspiritual is kind of the embodiment of those practices together. ちょっと日本語難しいかもしれないけど。
So you work at the center, and then people having different background of religious coming together and talk or practice other
Understand each other.
other
Yeah.
custom とか。
Yeah. So it's kind of like a safe space to learn for individuals, but also to come together. And so we actually did a lot of interfaith weddings. So people whose history, their families have fundamentally different backgrounds, but like two people love each other, want to get married. So do we go to a church? Do we go to a synagogue? Do we go to like the temple? Where do you go? And so having a neutral place where everyone is accepted was also part of this center.
When it comes to marriage, it's not about only like bride and groom, but it's like whole family include to the you know these things. So it's gonna be complicated. と思った。
確かに。
すごい US has I think a lot of people has a background than Japanese だから、そういうセンターがあるということもWe didn't know.
I think even within the U.S., it's not many places.
そうなんだ。すごいね。
Do you have any religious background?
Not from my family, but yeah, I'm practicing interspiritual, like, so I bring elements of Okinawa culture and then things that I've learned around paganism. And so specifically Druidry is a path that I've studied, and they actually blend very nicely together, which is, you know, that our spirits or God or whatever you want to call it is all around us. It's like in the rocks, it's in the trees, it's in the water. And that's why I want to protect the environment so much, is because the spirit is there.
Yeah, I could see that connection, like you starting from international spirituality. Interspiritual やって、そのアミニズムの自然崇拝から来て、今は自然を保護するお仕事もしていると。
確かに。
なんて言った今。
アミニズム
animism and ancestor worship だね。
That's very Japanese かな。Okinawan way to believe it.
Earlier we talked about how Japanese people worship something or if they are religious or not.
Yeah, those people have belief in general.
Yeah, like Japanese people seems they don't believe anything, but they celebrate many events. Like they go to shrine for New Year's and they celebrate Christmas and you know do everything. で何も信仰してないかのように見えてめっちゃ信仰心あるみたいな。
But I don't think people want to call it as a faith.
確かに。
But they do.
宗教というワードが苦手な日本人。
Right?
宗教が苦手な日本人。
The word itself, they have allergic to take it.
なんか朝原翔子なんか their group is so religious about him.
We get
it connects to those you know negative image of the some
you know 新興宗教 right?
Like cult.
But if you go overseas, there's many like religion and they believe their things and it's really normal to call 宗教。
But you know, if Om Shindikyo did that a lot, you know, impact to us, that we don't want to talk about any religious in public, then maybe 30, 40 years later, maybe people start believing something because it's going to be so old thing.
What about yoga?
Right, yoga, meditation.
A lot of people believe in yoga, especially people in the
But
city.
they don't even realize it's like Buddha things, right?
待って、もう一回。
Buddha じゃない、インド things.
ヒンドゥー教ではないけど、they do yoga, but they don't believe in
They just do yoga as like
exercise.
Workout.
Religious exercise みたいな。
Yeah.
It sometimes seems like religious, but it's exercise みたいな。
But a lot of yogi だよね。
Yogi,
or like people into yoga, like teaching people like, okay, in Hindu we believe in like something as a something とかさ、解説するさ。But you are not
ヒンドゥー。
ヒンドゥー教でしょ。って人多くない？
Support Hindu
They don't believe in
or
what?
Force to support believe in Hindu because they do yoga.
I think it's a fashion.
That's
No,
funny.
what do you
trend.
think though? What do you think in US?
Yeah,
People doing yoga
maybe.
doesn't believe.
I think, yeah. I mean, this kind of goes to like exoticism or like kind of fashion or what's popular. I mean, it is good for you, right? It can, like, I've done yoga before. It's really wonderful for your body. It's probably the
Yeah.
healthiest I've ever felt. But yeah, I mean, originally it's like a prayer. It's like you wake up every morning and you pray, right? And you do that with your body, and that is the hint, or at least how I understand it. It was a form of prayer, but I definitely think it's become fashion, and you know, it's like get your smoothie and go to spin class or yoga or something like that. Yeah.
そうだよね。
ね。
本当になんかだってさ、なんかビーガニズムとかも宗教ってなるさ逆に。It's not religious, but it's like a religion now.
Yeah.
It's a religion. Definitely a religion. Veganism.
Veganism is a religion.
Yeah.
だってウケるんだけど
But I think
Vegetables
it
are
maybe
gone.
kind of similar mentality じゃない? Like this is
いやそうだよ
more
ね。
everything is.
逆バイスバーサで確かに But you know, can we talk about veganism? だってさ、you work
Is
as
it
a
a word?
Veganism.
Veganism?
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 I,
何?
I said, okay, what I meant was veganism.
Veganism.
V. You meant was
Paganism?
Veganism.
you thought it was paganism?
No.
We are in the same page.
We're on the same page.
Okay,
I thought
veganism.
all of a sudden it
ね
was about paganism, and I was like, what? おかしいんだけど。
そうだからビーガニズムでそうマリコ does work as a protecting environment.
Yeah.
All of people doing veganism because they wanted to protect the animal.
Ah,
とか
that's funny.
They
Yeah.
can't
I want to
eat
know,
animal.
like, what do you think about it? Like, are you vegan?
I'm not vegan.
Okay.
No. 普通に
First of
サンマ
all
肉とか食べてる。
聞いてなかったと思って。
No, I mean, I think it's everybody's choice what they do, right? And I think it's not I think it's everybody's choice, because some religions you do want to eat meat, right? And so like, but I can understand also how people would want to protect animals and choose not to eat, but I think it's all okay. Nah. But I do, like, if you look at the structure, like, so environmentally, like, methane is produced by cows. America eats a lot of cows. So, like, let's stop eating cows. Or, like, you know, I mean, that's like a very basic overview of like how that might work. But I can understand that lens as well. But I think it's everybody's choice how they choose to.
Yeah.
でもさ、in Okinawa,
Mm.
like some people who are vegan
Yeah.
wants to protect animals
Yeah.
and they like to eat organic
Mm.
and they like to have like spiritual conversation,
うん。
doing yoga
Oh, いるんだ。
and
いるいる。
いる。
いる。
Oh
いる。
my gosh.
what else?
すごい。
So everything
Like,
together でしょ
yeah.
Mm,
Yeah.
And they are all friends.
They're all
They're
friends.
all connected.
They
Yeah.
are all
宗教
connected.
Yeah.
So,
Veganism.
yeah,
Veganism.
veganism.
Or they, I don't know, they もうヨガもしてるんだったらビーガニズムっていうかなんかもう新しいオーガニズム
Yeah.
Or people who just
Feels like-
interested in being healthy
Mhm.
みたいな。
ヒッピ
Hippie. わかる。
Hippie.
Yeah.
ー。ちょっとヒッ
Hippies
ピーは
似てる
wanna be
似てる
ヒッピ
wanna be
Wanna be hippies. いるいる。
ー。But live in the
Yeah.
city みたいな。
I think
まあ
there's
ごめん
some,
沖
there's
縄
some in America too だ。
ね
ね
な
いるよ
not in the city だけどなんか
Yeah.
they wanna have a modern life but they wanna believe in like a very like earthy
あ
lifestyle
の布おむつとか。
yeah like a 理念とか
Yeah. Everything is organic. Everything is handmade. Everything is like, you got to know where this was sourced. Yeah, absolutely.
that's
ハッピーモア市場とか。
I think,
I,
But
happy
I like them too, like
Yeah.
being healthy and
Yeah.
having like good food, like
Yeah.
organic ones. But sometimes it's intense. Like
yeah
avocado. Yeah.
especially towards politics they can be really
when they start like business,
yeah
わかる?
yeah
It
we always
seems
talk
like
about
fake.
that
It
Yeah.
seems fake.
Like なんていうの
No, there is some people in Okinawa, they wanna, their veganism or believe in, spirituality into your business. And it suddenly looks like sketchy to us.
Okay, yeah.
Because, as a
Kinaru.
local Okinawan, it's like spirituality is based on everyone.
Yeah.
So I don't need some influencer telling people what to believe とかがなんか
Yeah.
わからん。
うん、
We're okay, but sometimes,
Yeah.
what's that? ってなる時がある。
I think I understand. Maybe like you're questioning the motivation for why they're doing it, and because it's you believe it anyway, so why do you need somebody from the outside kind of modeling this? Or, like
And then make it into marketing.
business, ne?
Yeah.
確かにあるね. I'm curious. I haven't seen it here yet, but ちょっと
なんか
You have seen it in the States, like similar
yeah,
people?
for sure. There's like, I mean, on
So-
Instagram, like influencers, like having a certain lifestyle. And it's like, oh, this is what I do for breakfast. And, this is how I live my life. And you're like, who are you? What kind of life are you living? Like,
So it's all business.
That's different kind of
Yeah.
religious じゃん。もうなんか Instagram が
Religious,
Religious.
new religion.
yeah,
Oh,
technology
technology
is its own.
Crazy.
Yeah. Oh my God.
あがね、
悪魔崇拝
あそう
I'm so interested in
worship
like,
evil.
worship
あ
evil.
なんか worship
Why?
devil.
Devil worship.
Devil
worship.
Yeah.
That Akane is into devil worship.
I mean, I'm not into, but I'm interested.
Not into, but you are so curious about
Curious,
devil
like,
worship.
why-
So
why-
since we have interspiritual teacher, let's discuss
Why-
about
I'm not a teacher, Dynamo. I'm just a
Why
normal
do
human.
people even worship devil?
what kind of people worship devil.
I can't speak to who worships the devil.
Let's hear about Akane's experience. So you saw on the TV.
Yeah.
No, I saw on the like a drama or like movie,
Mhm.
like American drama or movie, and then it's like the university students go to the basement and they send invitation, like secret invitation, and if you go there, they wear like なんか同じガウン着て、動物とかを捧げるんですよ。で、they なんかそういう集まりをして、誰かを呪ってやるみたいな。So is it real?
No. I don't think that's
責
real.
任重大。
I don't think that's real. I think it's maybe, yeah, I think they're sensationalizing it for good drama, じゃないかな. And maybe the roots of it are to trying to explain something that they don't understand, かな. Yeah.
Yeah, but
But you mentioned about the Satan とか
See,
the
yeah.
Lucifer things.
確かに, yeah. So I feel that, so like people are like, oh, that's satanic or Satanism, but I think there's a big misunderstanding about how that's represented. And so I think I explained it better before, but I think there are people that see the story of Lucifer as it relates to Christianity and as being kind of a model for questioning ultimate authority, authority that might not necessarily have, it's like unquestioned authority. And I think people see that and they see that as a symbol and then they want to worship that, or not worship it, but they identify with elements of challenging power, like, and that power being Christianity, and then maybe shakai tekini looking at culture or bunka or politics, the world that we live in now. And so there's maybe that aspect is probably what is how I understand it. I know people who like are practicing pagans or identify as Satanists, I guess, but they're very kind people.
Have you seen like who believe in Satanism?
Yeah.
Oh, you have?
Yeah, I've met people. Yeah, but I mean, not like
They exist.
close, not close or
not close.
anything. Yeah.
So is there Satanism in
Yeah.
real?
there is Satanism.
There is.
Yeah.
The I concept the idea.
Oh, okay.
We don't know sure like how many people are, into that, I guess.
What do they do though?
I don't.
It's not religion. The way they think.
I don't know about religion. I mean, I think you would have to ask somebody that is that. I can't speak for those people, but I have been to gatherings. So there's this, it's called the Parliament of World Religions, and it happens every 5 years, or every 3 or 5 years. But it's a gathering of faiths from across the world, and it's just like kind of like interfaith, an opportunity for people to gather and talk about what they believe in, and address like global issues. But I think there are people that are, maybe from that background that can come, but like you should probably talk to them about directly.
Because that's so niche to,
Yeah.
I'm just curious, like how they
Yeah.
dress, and like my image of them is like they wear only black and
Oh, yeah.
本当に
Like kind of gothic looking, maybe.
Yeah.
経験に信
悪魔
じてるという人たちね。
yeah.
Yeah, I think it might be a little bit dangerous to say that somebody does something based on the way that they look. And I think that goes back to sort of challenging the cultural norms. 全部英語になってるけど but maybe. And I think that for me, like I take that particularly personally because like I'm half, and so from a little young age, like I was either not Okinawan and not American, and I had different phases. I don't know about you all, but I had different phases in my life growing up where I was trying to find my own identity.
Yeah.
And so I addressed like I definitely had a hippie era, I definitely had a gothic era, and so I would try different clothes and did different things to figure out who it is that I am, and I've landed now, and I probably will change from here too. But yeah,
確かに。
yeah.
We are fluid.
Nah, like
まあ、見た目では判断しないように。
そうだね。
yeah.
It's hard to find like people where, dress specific towards what they believe. It's kind of rare in modern era.
Yeah.
Like going back to like Amish とか、Jewish in Brooklyn とか、
Yeah.
そこまで行ったら、
Obviously.
そう obviously かもしれんけど、それ以外の人たちは looks
わ
like
からないもんね。
normal people,
Yeah.
but they do believe something
Yeah.
Nah.
とか。
Yeah. It's definitely related though, for sure.
Yeah.
うん。
But I'm just curious.
No, as
I was
curious
just
as
curious.
She's curious about devil worship. I'm gonna
Yeah.
search it again. Yeah. About how they dress. It's like I want to ask you about Hajichi. Like how do you people accept the Hajichi in the States? Like how do you people react? Hey, what's that? They're gonna react to you towards you.
Yeah. I think people do question, having hand tattoos specifically is pretty rare. I think where I am, like if you go to Hawaii or like the cities, people will have more tattoos, but I live in in a pretty rural area, so having tattoos at all is kind of mezurashi kamo, is a little rare. And so my family actually did not want me to get tattoos, so I didn't tell them. I just did it. Yeah.
What was the first reaction of them?
The parents.
They didn't talk to me. They were like, "Okotta." They got mad. But it's my body, and it was part of my identity journey, right? And so, yeah, and reclamation, kana.
But you have full like Hajichi on just right hand. Does it mean something?
Yeah, I mean, so for me, this is just for me. It's not traditional, but I went full one hand because of the experience that I had growing up. And so I wanted to sort of be like, okay. And I had been doing the podcast, like the Itori Bacho de podcast, and had done a lot of identity work up until that point. I felt this was a good way to show my commitment to myself and my identity journey and like cultural historical like reclamation. So did one hand. I did leave this open intentionally. This should be colored in to represent a part of me that hasn't quite finished that journey. And this one I'm slowly building, and I get from different hajicha. Yeah. So shout outs to my friends Ava,
Can you
Aaron, and Co.
can you show it to this camera?
Oh,
The circle, yeah.
yeah. Look on
ここに色を入れたいということね。いずれか。
自分の中
Yeah,
で
eventually.
何か
That's nice.
したら
Yeah. Yeah. And so
Yeah,
each one
cool.
has, as I do something, I add to it. So this one, Hawaii,
Yeah.
we had Hajichi gathering, and maybe 30 people with Hajichi came and talked about strangers, right? It just invited people to talk. And then the tontomi was after, I think it was my first experience going to the United Nations. And then we had a small talk on Hajichi, and my friend Ko, who's also Hajicha, she did those for me after that. And then so as I have different milestones, I'm trying to add to.
すごいね。なんか、there's many Hajicha in the States.
Yeah, in Brazil.
沖縄。
確かに確かに。
Yeah.
でもregular Okinawan tattooists, they do Hajichi too, but not as a ritual. But they really, you know, especially guys, but they really studied it. But they don't wanna, you know,
say it.
they do other stuff too, so they don't wanna advertise like their Hajicha, but they can do it. So it depends on the recipient. If you don't like it, then you go to like Hajicha.
Yeah, yeah.
But to me, it's like if Okinawan has like, you know, the spirit, then I don't mind かも。その人がいい感じであればね。
確かに。なんかさ、ハジチって多分まあ世界より沖縄の方が有名ではあるじゃん。認知としては。でも入れてる人は海外の人結構多いなってイメージある。
Is it because it's more accept, you know, the overseas has acceptance to tattooing itself?
そうだね。
かな。
タトゥー自体がに
オープン
だからかもしれない。
とか、I think people in America has more like a strong identity who they are とかだから、if there is a way to show it or to put in their body とかだったら、I think if I were her, you know, Okinawan grew up in the States, maybe I would do more. なんかちょっと控えめだけど、からそうなるかも。やっぱ外にいた方がなんかね、アイデンティティを感じられる何かがあったらいいもんね。沖縄でずっと沖縄に住んでたらわざわざ全部をやってやる必要もない人もてか、まあ、そういう人がほとんどかもしれんけどさ。
確かに。
Tattooing itself is really bad image
in Japan.
In Japan.
確かに。
そうだね。I think my parents react like same.
The same, yeah.
I don't have any tattoo.
No tattoos.
And I asked my mom if I get tattoo, what do you think? And then she was like, don't come home ever. みたいな。
同じこと言われた。
Yeah.
Very intense.
So that's why I don't have tattoo. I wanna go home だから。
ね。
まあ for
They
now.
will accept you anyway.
Yeah.
They eventually. Yeah. I had same. I think that's part of the reclamation, I think, is like making, because like originally our ancestors did Hajichi, ne? And then after colonization by Japan, kinjirareta, like, and like pretty violently, so no more culture, Hajichi and like that kind of thing. And so I do agree with you though, that there is a certain power that people can have outside of Okinawa, like both identity and privilege, because maybe tattooing is more accepted. To have that. And then there's another piece too that I think like being away from a culture or a home like makes you want to be there or be close to it. And like the ultimate thing that you can do, at least for me, is like I want to wear it. Like I want to have my hair this way. I want to like feel close to Okinawa because I know what it's like to be on the island, but I also like am not there. And so how can I do it? And Hajichi feels like right. Like I thought maybe it would be strange, but when I look at my hands, I don't know about you, but I look at my hands, I'm like, oh, like, oh, kind of nice, nah? Like I'm like, oh, I'm home. But do you feel that way? How was your Hajichi experience?
I mean, if I go to, you know, to Tokyo for work, and some of my clients sometimes ask like, what's that on your hands? And then they will bring it up, the conversation about who I am and being Okinawa. So they are more interested in like, you know, people in basically interested in Okinawa itself as a tourist spot.
Yeah.
But tattooing is more like refreshing things for them to see. So I don't get Hajichi because of, you know, that I want to have discussion or anything. But it will be, can be icebreaker to introduce our culture. And then I can ask them culture too, right?
Yeah.
We can do
open up the conversation.
exchange. Yeah.
I will say, I've been asked before by other like indigenous peoples,
Yeah.
like you were like, "Oh, are you indigenous?" They like they can tell by the style of the tattooing that like it's indigenous people. But they're like, "Where are you from?" You know, and I'm like, "Oh, that's kind of nice, like to be like, oh, you see me in a different way." Yeah, nice to be acknowledged.
なんかインデジネスカイナタトゥーってなんでわかるのかな。なんかさ、このハワイアンのなんかトライバルとかマオリとかも、その人がそこの人じゃなかったとしても雰囲気、タトゥーの雰囲気ってあるよね。なんかアイデンティティ系のタトゥーかなみたいな。
ファッシ
ごめん、
ョ
全然
ンじゃない
オフタトピックなんだけど。
ファッションじゃないような雰囲気に見えるからじゃん。
あ、そうそうそうそうそう。
野号っていうか
家紋とか。
印家紋みたいな。
そうだね。何かありそう。
水戸黄門のあれみたいな。
I think it's resonate like a religious vibes かもよ。宗教の話したいわけじゃないんだけど、アイデンティティとか、信仰、宗教って結局つながっていくから、なんか、instinct, we can feel it. Oh, this guy, this person have this kind of tattoo. I don't know what that means, but it looks like, some, strong identity meaning とか。本能でわかる。
確かにわかる。ハワイの人とかも。
Would you get Hajichi if your mom was like no?
I want to get Hajichi eventually. で、あとは太陽とかも気になる。Because my daughter name is Tira. It means 太陽 in Okinawan. So me and my husband talked after she is born. We want to get like 太陽マーク. But I haven't done anything yet.
Yeah, don't do it yet.
Yeah.
I want to get it when I want to. So.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, the time is right. I also tell like people that you don't have to get it. It doesn't make you any less Okinawan if you don't have Hajichi.
Yeah.
Like everybody, it's your choice. But that's cool. I'm excited for your journey.
Yeah.
Nah.
You do like many Okinawan things. Like you become a 県人会副会長 and you doing like 島中
ごめん間違えた。イチャリバ町で
podcast and you do Hajichi and like many things. But when did you like start, actually doing
Okinawan
like
stuff.
activity of Okinawa? I mean, you grew up with it, but when we were young, we didn't like represent as an Okinawan so much because it's too normal for us. But how about you? Like, when did you like actually start doing like this stuff?